It seems to me, what has anime superpowers become nowadays? Or rather, just superpowers in general. I'm talking like every superpower you can ever imagine. It's either become incredibly unoriginal or just dumb in general. But that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the top five superpowers that will be top five anime superpowers that will be completely useless in the real life. Well, and I was talking about first off, we got super speed. Super speed is just the classic, basic superpower. Ton of characters have it. It's famous in shows like Naruto, My Academia, One Piece. Like every show has a character that's just extremely fast. Is represented. The Flash, Barry Allen, Ichigo, Hero from Her Summer. The classic shit, right? But the problem is, that shit will not work in real life, gang. That shit will never work in real life. First of all, if you trip on any object, you're just dead. Hit a wall, hit a car, hit a person, it's gonna be like a scene from the boys, bro. Like, you know that one scene from the boys where Adrian is matches with this guy's wife? That's what it's gonna be like. Then, second of all, if you want even a little bit faster than 1 mile and 150 miles per hour, you're just gonna kill everybody, including yourself. It's also a dumbest superpower. I feel like most super speed powers just doesn't make sense in general. I could like spend the whole video complaining about how super speed doesn't make sense. Like even my favorite characters have super speed ability like Sonic, Wally West, uh that one guy from that one anime is just really fast. I put a picture of him in the video. And like he's just like I just love super speed characters. But I just hate the ability itself. The characters are always nice and fast and funny. And like the ability itself is just so stupid. None of it makes sense. First, if you go too fast, you're just gonna die. How do you even see any of the objects going first? Like when you're in a car, like a really, really fast car, and everything else just mixes it is going insanely fast. What is actually happening is that you're going insanely fast, but everything else is just stay in its relative position. That's called relative motion. So if according to relative motion, these guys should not be able to see anything. You just look at it like everything's just moving and you can't do anything about it. Another super ability, or rather the second super ability we're talking about right now, is super. The classic ability. This ability is just a staple of anime and fiction in general. Every character, every ability, everything. Because everybody has super. Dragon Ball characters, Cyber from One Punch Man, Superman from DC Comics. Like, everybody just has Hulk from Marvel. Like, everybody just has these abilities, right? But I'm gonna tell you, they're stupid. They're so fucking stupid. I'm gonna tell everything about it. First off, this this ability is just fucking bonkers. Okay, let's talk. First off, the moment you grab any of this thing, your bones are gonna slap like ka. Like your bones are dead. They're gone. They're gonna snap. Second of all, your joints will just di- dislocate. Fuck, I can't pronounce shit. Your bones will dislocate. You're gonna punch your wall. The wall just breaks you, not the wall. And the funny part, people just think that like when you have super strength, you get super duper. You're not getting super duper. You're just getting super strength. This is the dumbest, most uninteresting, bland superpower ever. That's why I hate characters that just have super strength and think they're so cool. That's why the name's probably gonna be like Chad or Dominicus, like a fucking weirdo. But let's just skip past that. Let's go to the next one before I overreact and throw a tantrum. Let's talk about fire manipulation. Fire manipulation is a staple of anime. I don't feel as if it's a staple of mass of fiction, but I feel like it's a staple of anime. Anime does fire powers the best. There's one very popular anime nowadays, Fire Force. It's Naruto, but Fire Force does it the best. Fire Force pretty much is a story about this one guy that his mom gets killed and his brother gets killed, and the entire world can use fire powers. This is a really cool show, and they like do the powers very interestingly. But the powers just don't make sense. Fire doesn't care who controls it. You don't control fire. First off, fire spreads. It's not like something you just channel into a blast. That's what I hate about shows. They act as if fire is just something you channel and focus into. Like it's a fire can be controlled. The whole point of fire is that it's up control. It's just meant to be. this flavor engulfs everything. It was like burn bright like the sun. Dude, even burn bright like the sun isn't made of a fire, it's made of a plasma. They're completely different things, they're completely different elements. Like what are we talking about? And also, the first off, why is there never any smoke? Like the only smoke that ever appears is when they do like a massive attack. And the smoke is done like for 5 seconds, and it just disappears. That's not how smoke works. Smoke stays longer than fire. Fire spreads, smoke stays. Like what are we talking about? And also, who does burn their hands? It just doesn't make sense. Now let's talk about another ability. That wasn't that wasn't everybody hates in unison. I thought we all agree that this how shit it just doesn't make sense. Invisible. Oh my god, invisibility. Invisible is the peak of why is this the peak of like I'm a weirdo and I wanna do to girls that I didn't know. That's like if a friend ever tells you, oh, the superpower I wanna have is an invisibility. Yeah, block that guy immediately. Block that guy. He can't be the friend group no more. Bro, invisibility is just a like it's just a brutal power. It has nothing whatsoever. Like it's just a useless power. I can explain why this power is useless. But like do I really need to even explain it? First off, invisibility doesn't mean you just automatically become silent. Invisibility that doesn't mean that you only leave footprints. And like even with invisibility, you're gonna get catched by cameras, dogs, motion sensors. Like it's just impossible. Like we're living in a complete different time with like tech and stuff. Like invisibility just become useless. Like there's no point. But like can we even talk about like all the points of visibility? Points like that, it's just all the visible characters are never known for fight. They're always useless and have no ability to it. Another ability I want to talk about is mind reading. Listen. I first got into mind reading when I watched this first show called The, the Disastrous Life of Psychic Cat, or I don't remember. It was just a really, really good show. I love that. But then I started watching this other show called Mob Psycho 100. And I was like, yeah, this is not how mind reading works. First of all, you can't control people's minds. Mind reading and mind control are completely different powers. So if you say I want to have mind reading, I want to be able to read people's minds, it doesn't mean to control them. You just be reading their minds. Also, what do you mean by like reading minds? It's like read like on a paper. First off, I can't even read fast. I doubt you can. And you can't even read the captions on this video. But let's just talk about how this movie is just random noises. Like you'll be hearing people's random noises, and it'll be like weird. And nowadays, do you really want to hear what people nowadays have in their heads? Most especially with all the things going on right now. But that's pretty much the end of the video. This is a short video. This is my first ever video on YouTube. Not really putting that much effort into it. I just doing it for fun, really. But if you just like you don't need to like the video. You can just like put a like on this video, like comment, like rate out of 10. Just like it could be a 1 or 2 or 3. I don't really care. Just like tell me what I need to improve on. Tell me the problems with the video made by editing or all this other stuff. Like just tell me what you want from the video. Thank you and goodbye.